I finally landed a job as a data analyst after 1.5 years of desperately waiting. Since August of 2023 up until now, I've been in unemployment hell applying to hundreds, if not thousands of jobs, getting ghosted and rejected. I even had to pick up a part-time customer service job that I got back in April of 2024. So it's been a full year now just to make some money on the side. And the only reason that I got that job was because my now girlfriend, at the time we were just talking, but the only reason I got it was because I couldn't afford to take her anywhere. Any activity I had to second guess, even though we were only hanging out once a week. In my mind, at the back of my head, I was thinking how much each activity was gonna cost, how much lunch or dinner was gonna cost, and I was like, you know what? I didn't want to do it anymore. And to think this whole time of waiting for an actual job almost cost me a potential relationship just shows how bad it really got. The pain that I felt going to a prestigious school, graduating with a bachelor's degree, with an actual degree, and then having to work customer service really hurt my ego. Even though I worked with good people, they were nice and they were friendly, I couldn't relate to them at all. They were older than me, they didn't even look like me, and a bunch of them are going to be doing customer service for the rest of their lives. And while there's nothing wrong with that, it's just not what I want for my own life. But then when you zoom out and you take a wider look at the entire job market, I'm not the only one in this situation. Thousands, if not millions of people are in the exact same boat. Anyone who's trying to become a data analyst or just join the tech world in general. And with this tragic economy, it looks like things are only going to be getting worse. And that's exactly why I'm making this video, to give you a few tips and strategies for success, as well as explain a few mistakes that I made so that you can avoid them at all costs, so that you can land that job a lot sooner. By the end of this video, I want you to say to yourself that you actually have a few tips that you can implement right now, not that other woo-woo shit that you see online from other people, some actual tips that you can implement right now. So with that, let's start. Very first tip that I want to give you is that not all businesses and companies have positions called data analyst. From what I've seen, not even a quarter of the jobs out there are called data analyst or even have the word analyst in the title. This tip alone has probably stopped you from applying to dozens of jobs out there. So my position right now isn't even called financial analyst or even has the title analyst in it. But when you read the job description, and from what I've been explained to, I'm going to be doing the exact work that a financial analyst would do. It just doesn't have that title. For example, if you're in healthcare or you want to do a healthcare job, maybe it's called research associate, or it's called healthcare advisor, or healthcare something. It may not just be healthcare data analyst. What you need to do is find roles that are in your industry and read the job descriptions thoroughly. This gives you more chances to apply, and not all positions will be called data analyst, but the work might be exactly the same. So broaden your job search when it comes to titles. From there, rather than being a little monkey and going to LinkedIn and going onto the jobs tab, instead go to the posts tab and click on that. And once you click on that, in the search bar, type in hiring, whatever the position that is that you're looking for. If it's data analyst, put that. If it's just finance, put hiring finance. If you want to do healthcare, put hiring healthcare. Once you put hiring in the industry that you're looking for, it broadens up all the searches that will be available to you. And these are posts that are created by real people, or they're reposts from other companies. By doing it this way, you can see who's actually posting these job posts so that you can reach out and network with them if possible. But with that, you can also filter these job posts to be within 24 hours. So you're applying to the most up-to-date positions that don't already have hundreds of applicants already in there. And just as a little PS, I have found 2 job boards that have been specifically created for data analysts, meaning they only provide data analyst positions or just data related positions in general. They are updated every few days, and it will really help you in the job search to make things a lot easier. Let me know if you want them, and I can provide both the links in the comments below. And now for the very last tip that I want to give you. No one has ever told you this before, but you need to start posting on LinkedIn. Wait, why do I have to post on LinkedIn if I'm trying to land a job? I'm not a social media creator. All of what you think you know about the job market before, you need to throw that away and start living in the digital age that we are in. Social media has completely taken over the entire world at this point. There's no debate about it. But you don't need to just be a content creator in order to make use of LinkedIn. You can very much use it as a job searcher as well. What I strongly advise that you do is do legitimate projects that are related to data analysis or for the industry that you're trying to apply for, and post those projects on your LinkedIn. The reason that you should do that is that it shows that you know how to do the work and you're not just telling it like most people are on their resumes. If someone can go onto your LinkedIn and can physically see that you know how to do the work, it gives you so much more credibility. And when you're applying to jobs, there's usually always now a part in there where you can paste your LinkedIn profile. And in the slight chance that one of the hiring managers, when reviewing your application, also reviews your LinkedIn, this automatically helps you stand out so much more rather than someone just regurgitating what's exactly on their resume on their LinkedIn. They have an entire project to go through, and if it's relevant to your industry and to the position, imagine how much more that helps you. But another huge and secret tactical weapon of this is that once you post projects as articles on your LinkedIn and one of your current connections either likes it, comments, or engages with it in any way, that same reaction shows up on their connections lists. What I mean by that is, for example, when you're just scrolling out on LinkedIn and you see one of your connections likes a post, even though that creator of that post is not someone that you follow, it still shows up on your LinkedIn page. What if you took that same methodology of creating a post on your LinkedIn, one of your connections either likes or comments it, now from there, that same reaction shows up on their connections feeds. If enough people engage with it, provided that you make an interesting project and that you do good, now that post has just been freely shared with hundreds, if not thousands of people. This is something that I've been trying to do recently and something I'm going to continue to do. I found a statistic online that only 1% of LinkedIn users actually consistently make content. It's something that no one is doing. This is something that can help you stand out from the masses of people who are just telling people that they can do the job. I hope from these 3 quick tips that I gave you, this is something that can really help you in your job search and job strategy. And as always, I wish you all the utmost success because there's plenty for all of us.